Um, it doesn't. It's kind of difficult to see with glasses on, isn't it? But I'm actually crying. Crying for many reasons. I mean, it can't be seen, but I'm actually have cried for many reasons. First, let's count the other reasons. First, Uda, you sincerely intend to make Sanji the Piccolo of One Piece, don't you? Second of all, Nami, your character is way smarter than this. Don't tell me you actually thought of buying all of this. Third, how come Luffy is the one who knows he is lying? And third, why do you keep giving us these emotional chapters without even moving on? Sorry. Sorry that I just cannot accept this. I'm one video away from making a rant video on how much I am so angry at this year of Sanji. What kind of chapter was this? Well, this was once again demonstrated why he is a master of showing and heartful moments, even though we do not realize it ourselves. Hi, for those who are watching, it's the angry anime fan making a sad rant about chapter 844 of One Piece. Sanji goes out and then begins to act all Vinsmoky, all such like that I don't even. He even said to Luffy, "I didn't even think you could become king of the pirates," and stuff like that. As Nami tries to talk back, Sanji gives her a death glare. That's also another thing. Sanji never gives death glares to women, so why would she buy that do? And so Sanji activates his Diablo Jambe and tells it's time we fight. But strangely enough, Luffy does not fight back. Every single one was hoping for a Luffy versus Sanji scene. After all, for some reasons, everyone's one of the most favorite fights of everyone's is Usopp and Luffy. Tell me, just what was that a favorite? It was nothing more than a heartbreaking, emotional fight. Is that what people want? Do you want this kind of despair? There's nothing wrong about getting some little tears in the eyes and emotion, but for someone like me, who has always liked Sanji's character, he's falling further and further and further and further down. What happened to the guy that outsmarted Crocodile? What happened to the guy that managed to close the gates of the Sage of Justice? What happened to the guy that managed to survive 2 years of scary transvestites, or Okamas as they're calling this team? The guy who could run faster than water pressure could crush him. And the guy that showed us one of the most awesome kicks ever. What happened to him? There wasn't even a single "I'm in help" here. There was only trying to turn Luffy away with a jerk-ass facade. So forgive me if I say I'm not happy about that. And Luffy did show some maturity in here. You know, he could suspect he would fight off, but instead he didn't do that. He took the kick and surprisingly got hurt by that. So what, are you telling me that when Sanji activates Diablo Jambe, he has Haki? Or did Luffy, or is the flame of Diablo Jambe so powerful that it can even hurt him without Haki? Or is Sanji's kicks just that powerful in Haki? Either way, Sanji just fights him, but Luffy does not. In a way, that's also even the more emotional breaking point, because, well, you know, Sanji expected Luffy to fight back. In that way, it would be easier to turn away. But no, Luffy doesn't fight back because that way he's hoping that Sanji will be even more honest. So, well, they fight him more and more and more until Sanji delivers a powerful concasse that seemingly knocks out Luffy. But then, and then the most surprise happened. Nami slaps Sanji. I mean, that's not exactly a surprise given how jerkish Sanji had to act in front of them. But it's more a surprise the fact that she drops the Sanji-kun in this moment. And also it turns out that Jonji is someone of a dominatrix. I mean, the fact he says she's the fire type, I'm so into that. So she says to Sanji goodbye. I mean, there's also complaining. You people say she has redeemed herself after a very, very, very long time with the cracker fight, which I, by the way, tends to disagree with. But then this, she is the third smartest person in East Blue, and she fell for all this. You mean she really does? But then again, it's not that surprising that Nami did. She has always been one who has been honest with her emotion. She always cries when something very bad happens. And so they proceed to run away, but Luffy stands up and screams all kinds of emotional, like, I know you are lying. I will never allow you to turn your back on me. And also, the more you kicked me, the harder you kicked me, I could feel your pain. And so Sanji cries in order for us to show us that, yes, Sanji was not doing... Sanji was doing a Robin, but what I mean is, this is not a situation like we all knew he didn't mean any word he said, but this time it turns out that it's extremely heavy on him, because Sanji, closing with his face like this, cries as he hears his captain screaming all that line. And so the line goes on, as Luffy says that I won't aside from this place, I will starve to death because I won't eat any other food coming from you, because you are the best cook ever. So I will go on a hunger strike until you come back. Without you, Sanji, I can't become the Pirate King. And so the chapter ends. And you tell me that's the only thing we got? I'm so pissed off. I have never really been this pissed off at One Piece before. I really hated the fact that that Uda has turned Sanji into the new Piccolo. I mean, yeah, Piccolo was a badass, but if you think about it, Piccolo didn't really win all his fights after Vegeta came into the picture. And that's what I actually don't like. Here, it's just the same thing. I mean, now you're saying Sanji won that fight, but Luffy didn't fight back, but it's also worth noting that Sanji actually managed to wound Luffy's body. So what, are you trying to toy with us, Uda? Are you trying to say that Sanji's kick can still hurt Luffy even though he's rubber? Or is Diablo Jambi some kind of hacky advanced? When? I'm seriously asking. When will Sanji get redemption? When will he start to kick the fucking ass of every single Windsmoke? Moreover, this chapter makes it further and further clear. Luffy cannot get away from Big Mom. He can't. But people say that he can't defeat Big Mom either. So what do you expect us to do? Just leave it like this? Just take Sanji away? Now Sanji is trying to turn them away, but no, he is crying. This is just emotion. Just plain, simple, emotional chapter. And I do not like that. I want some more than just emotion. And the thing is, we only have 2 or 1 chapter more before it goes on a break. So something positive, hopeful, better happen next week. Or next chapter at least. Other than that, I wish I could have cried even more. It's kind of difficult sometimes to express emotion. Give me your thoughts if you have any.